The new starter deck ST-21 is finally out, or at least it has been out for about a week now. I got this a little bit late, but Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to those celebrating. And well, my Christmas present is from myself to myself for getting the ST-21 starter deck. Now this is featuring Gear 5 Luffy as the leader of the starter deck, and it's an sort of upgrade to the old ST-01 Luffy, where it's like you give a Dawn to this leader and it gives 2 rested Dawns to something else. So kind of like a stronger or like more pushed version of the ST-01 Luffy. So it's kind of nice that after 20 sets or after 20 other starter decks, we kind of go back full circle. So we're gonna open this up, and this is what is considered like an EX deck. So there is like some extra goodies besides the deck itself. Anyway, of course, we gotta open it up on the Gear 5 Luffy stained glass playmat by Nen Garden. Not a sponsor, just a really good friend. Go check out their website. I think they're having like Christmas sale. Now let's get started and open up this ST-21 starter deck right now. So this was actually out on like, I believe it was Saturday. It's Wednesday now, so I got it a little bit late. Right, let's see what's inside. So I do know you are getting like the cards, but you are also getting some sleeves, and there we go. Okay, so we have our usual, you know, information pamphlet. This is the pack. I'll talk about it in a little bit, and I'm excited to see what we get. So you know, you get your rules, you got the box itself. We're gonna put that at the side, and you get the starter deck itself with all of the cards. We'll go through them a little bit, and you also get a pack of sleeves. So kind of different than the ultimate starter deck featuring like the 3 brothers or also the 3 captains. So you don't actually get a deck box, you actually only get sleeves, but these sleeves are nice. I mean, like they are the it's the artwork of the super rare from this deck, and it's the Luffy. Hey, you would know which moment this is from the manga anime. It's where he was revealing his dream to the rest of the crew, and that's what makes it special. Okay, and this, so we do get a one kind of alternate art of any card in this except for the events, I believe. So it could be like an alternate art of the leader Luffy, which is the one that I want, but if not, it's just like full arts of some of the cards inside. We're gonna open it at the end. Let's take a look at the deck itself, just briefly talk about some of the cards. Alright, so now let's take a look at the deck itself. So okay, we get 10 foil Dawns. I always like that. We'll put that at the side first. Let's take a look at the leader first. So this is Monkey D. Luffy, and as you know, as a red leader, so 5k power, 5 life. With Dawn 1, you can attach 2 rested Dawns to one of your characters, and this kind of powers up some of the other abilities as well. So nice looking leader. I can't wait to get the alternate art, even though I'm not a fan of like the black and white one. So as with every starter deck, they only give you like 2 of the super rares, but this is the same artwork as the ones on the sleeve, so at least you get that. So this is kind of like the upgrade to the Rush Luffy from back in the day, the one that can be blocked. But this is a 5 cost 6000 power Luffy with Rush, and when attacking, give up to 1 rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters. So you attack with this Luffy for 6k, you give the rested Dawn to this Luffy, and then you give 2 rested Dawns to something else. So I guess that's how they work. And I think like this kind of package is actually really quite strong for like a red deck. It's nothing to write home about. I don't think it's as strong as some of the other crazy leaders out there, but if you're picking this up for the first time as a starter deck and like you're a new player, yeah, this would do the job, and you don't need like a lot of upgrades. You can just like get like, I believe the super rare dragon's gonna be really good at this, so yeah, something like that. This Zoro, you only get 2 copies of as well. Dawn 2, this character gains Rush. So that's why you're attacking this Luffy, you're giving a rested Dawn to your leader, you're giving the 2 rested Dawns to Zoro, and then you give the Zoro Rush for cost 7k attack, which is pretty nice. The KO ability though is play up to 1 red character card with 6000 power or less other than Roronoa Zoro from your hand. So if this gets KO'd by something, and then you can bring down this Luffy. Or what I've been seeing is that people have been, when this Zoro gets KO'd, they bring down Vivi, the secret rare Vivi from back in the day that gives everything Rush, and then it's after that it's all gas right there. So you get 2 copies of that. I'm not gonna go through all of the effects, but I kind of want to see what they are. Oh, they are all foil, so that's good for like an EX, because this starter deck is of a higher price point. So you only get 2k copy two 2k copies of the Usopp. This is Dawn 2, opponent's turn, this character gains 2000 power. Nothing to write home about, but a 2k counter is pretty decent. And a 2k counter Sanji that says on play, select up to one of your Straw Hat Crew type characters with 6000 power or more. If the selected character attacks during this turn, your opponent cannot activate blocker. So this is actually a really good one because you can use it to target like Luffy or even your Zoro, and then your opponent can't block. So I think like red decks could potentially switch this if you're going for a Straw Hat Crew type build. And then you can bring in like the unblockable Luffy. Could kind of make a pretty decent deck out of it. I might experiment a little bit. You get 4 copies of the 1 cost Jewelry Bonnie. This is a 1 cost 3k, you know, bring back Rush Zoro or like the Zoro with this, because you can put 2 Dawns on it, and if it gets KO'd, you get to draw a card. So it's really good in like some early strategies where you kind of run out of gas. Bonnie is actually a perfect slot for that. You get 4 copies of Vanilla Jinbei. Really nice artwork though. I really quite like it. Stussy is here as well because this is like them going to Egghead. So you, sorry, I was blocking the best part of Stussy, but there we go. 3 cost 5k Vanilla. You have Sento Maru, 2 cost 2k blocker. Haven't seen those in a while, but pretty good as well. This is a very cute chopper. 4 cost 6000 Vanilla. I think you can kind of play it if you want to. We have a 3 cost 1k Nami that says activate main once per turn, give up to 2 rested Dawns to one of your Straw Hat type leader or character card. So kind of an upgrade of that 1 cost starter deck Nami from ST-01, which is kind of cool, I guess. And then we got my girl Nico Robin, 2 copies of Robin. Must be a better effect. 3 cost 4000 power with counter 1000 that says Dawn 2, when attacking, KO up to one of your opponent's character with power 4000 or less. So yeah, like an upgrade to the OP01 Robin. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, we gotta keep up with the times, so like everything kind of has to be upgraded a little bit. Then we got 4 copies of the 3 cost 4k 4000 with counter 1000 Frankie that says Dawn 2, opponent's turn, out of your Straw Hat type crew. Characters with base 4000 base power or less gain 1000. I guess that's pretty interesting. Don't know how it's gonna be good in the current meta game. Not that great, I guess, but still pretty interesting. And also the Frankie voice actor is retiring. That's sad news, but I'm pretty sure the new voice actor who voices, I believe, Todo in Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be doing a good job, so excited to see that. Then we have Brook, a 3 cost 4000 power character with counter 1000. When attacking, give up to 2 rested Dawns to your leader or one of your characters. That's pretty good. Can it give itself? I think you can, right? It can give itself the 2 rested Dawns to make it like 3 cost 6k. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. Then we got a 1 cost 3k Vegapunk, the strongest Vegapunk that we have ever seen, which is pretty decent. And then we got two sets of 2 different events. Let's take a look at what they do. So the 2 cost one, it's called Gomu Gomu Dawn Whip. Main, up to one of your leader or character gains 1000 power during this turn. Then up to one of your opponent's characters with 4000 power or less cannot activate blocker. I mean, yeah, that's a kind of a way to make something unblockable. I guess like Rebecca blockers can't block, and I don't know, Doflamingo blockers if they're still playing that, but a lot of blockers tend to be higher power. Or the current strongest blocker right now is a 10 cost 12k, so ain't getting through that because 4000 power less. And then the next one is Gomu Gomu no More Pistol, which is main, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 5000 power during this turn. Then if you're a character with 6000 power or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 2000 power or less. So it's a removal. It's a removal event. Giving something minus 5k is pretty interesting, but it's a 4 cost event. It's kind of steep, but it's a, I mean, starter wise, I think it's fine, I guess, if you want to experiment with it. And that's the whole deck. Nothing too crazy to write home about, but it is a start of a really nice red shell. And like people are selling the starter decks without the sleeves and without the promo for pretty cheap, so you can actually pick up 2 more copies of this or 2 more copies of Usopp or Sanji pretty easily, pretty cheaply. You don't have to spend on another if you don't want the promo. And I think this red leader, even though it's not like probably like a C or B tier kind of leader, I think it still can have legs and still can perform really well. And I'm noticing now, but I really like that there's a little moon at the back of the leader right there. That's pretty cool. So now we have come to the moment that we've been waiting for, which is opening this. So you can get up to what, 15 different, so all of the character cards here, you can get like a full parallel version of the card, or you can get an alternate art version of the leader. Okay, I've cut the pack and let's see what card did we get. Oh, I don't think we got the leader. Doesn't look like it. But oh, nice, we got a Frankie parallel alternate. So you can see like there's a foil, different kind of foil pattern because compared to the original version, which is right here. There you go. And there's a little bit of like texture and kind of like a burst foil. If you can take a look, it's kind of nice. I would have loved like either Zoro, Luffy, or the leader itself, but I would do with the Frankie and quite like it as well. And for the fact that you can get everything to get started playing the One Piece card game with just the this starter deck alone, minus some upgrades, I think we can possibly get the Rush Dragon super rare as kind of like upgrade path, some of the red staples, but you get sleeves, you can play this right out of the box, and there you go. So that's like the opening of ST-21. I hope you guys enjoyed this opening video. I do. So I also did pick up the tins that I won't be opening in this video, but I'll be opening in the next one or the next 2 videos. So look out for that. I'm excited to see what's inside, but there you go. ST-21 Gear 5 Luffy leader. Excited to see what people cook with this deck. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.